Hey, what it do? What it do? What it do? This is your boy, KQKC Boxing Network, and we are working. This is another edition of Boxing Updates. As you know, Berlanga and Steve Rose, they were the main event on ESPN. As you know, your boy right here, the singing OG, called the fight blow by blow, play by play. And also at the same time, wow, I called it the zone card. We are talking about the Flair Cobbs and versus Arocha. Yes, I called that fight in between rounds. Wow, we was doing our thing on Saturday night. But I got to talk about this. I got to let you know about a little something. Edgar Berlanga, strong, strapping, young, Boniqua, Puerto Rican, if you all didn't know. Now, was he exposed? Or did Steve Rose, who is not one of your top middleweight fighters, was able to figure him out? Well, let's talk about it. First of all, Edgar Berlanga, we know that he's on a fast track of being successful. But according to Oscar De La Hoya, of course, according to none other than Bernard Hopkins, they went through the same thing with Miguel Cotto. They said they had a lump in their throat. They said that they didn't know that Miguel Cotto will ever be a star, which they was wrong. But could they be wrong with Edgar Berlanga? Now, keep in mind, in his last 3 fights, they all went the distance. And also, he was knocked down in that last fight before Saturday night. Now, that goes to show you that when you rely on your strength and you don't have anything else, because like the great Shakur Stevenson says, skills pay the bills. And that is what Berlanga was lacking, the skills. He has the strength, but he don't know how to mobilize it. He don't know when to turn it on and goddamn turn it off. Edgar Berlanga, he was taking the distance in a 3rd straight fight Saturday night by the super middleweight who managed to remain unbeaten. Well, it's not managed unbeaten. It's just that he was favored and he got the nod. I'm just going to leave it right there, if you know what I mean. Let me add this. Wink, wink. Now, Brooklyn's Berlanga did enough to defeat a skillful, tough Steve Rose by the unanimous decision in their 10-round main event, according to judges Tom Cruzon, who said 97-93. And you got the other judge, Mark Casinto, who's 97-3, scored it 7 rounds apiece for Berlanga, who won 6 rounds according to Frank Lombardi, 96-94. In the main event of an 8-bout card before a capacity crowd. Now, 5,158 was at the Madison Square Garden Hulu Theater. Now, this is what the judges had. This is what KQ had. Berlanga lost. That's all to be said. I'm not going to front. I'm not going to front, and I'm not going to cap. I told you. You all know my phrase. You all know my lingo. I call balls and strikes. And right now, Berlanga was on a strike Saturday night. He had the power, but he didn't know what else to do. His corner did not make adjustments like they should have. Now, I'm not going to get down on his corner. Maybe his corner did tell him to say, hey, look here. Edgar, you got to make some adjustments. You got to find your way in. You might have to take some to get some. But you cannot go in there recklessly. What he did was he tucked his head in and trying to throw an overhand right. It hit nothing but air. Steve Rose went under that punch. Did not get touched not one time. Now, this is why I tell you people, and I'm talking about subscribers. I'm talking about anybody that's listening to this video, which you should share and like. Now, I don't want to go to a fight where I'm sitting all the way up in the motherfucking rafters. I don't want to go to a fight where I can hear somebody flush the damn toilet. I want to go to the fight where I can sit on the floor, where I can see the fight, where I can see the punches landing. I don't want to look at a jumbotron and watch the fight if I'm paying my hard-earned money. I don't want to just go to the fight and say, I was at the fight. No. You ain't getting no trophy because you showed up at somebody's fight that's famous. No. This is what happened Saturday night. All the Puerto Rican fans of Edgar Berlanga, God bless him, everything he threw, they was yelling and shouting, thinking he was landing. But he wasn't. He was not. We saw the replay. I called the fight. He threw 4 unanswered punches, but it looked like they landed. Why? Because your ass is sitting by the bathroom. I told you, I call it like I see it. I deal with the consequences on another day. Berlanga did not throw many punches. He did not throw in combination. Though wasn't overly impressive for ESPN. Hell, they was on his ass. Rightfully so. I mean, we got to be honest here. That was like a C performance, Berlanga told BoxingScene.com. At least his ass was honest. He said, I couldn't get my punches off the way I wanted to. Let me tell you why. Because you are a power puncher. And I'm sorry, that's it. You're a power puncher. That's it. You don't know how to make adjustments. You have to learn how, son. Yes, knockout sales. You know, we had the same problem with a guy named Deontay Wilder at the heavyweight division. He had that one punch knockout, in which it worked. It worked all the way. He had a long streak of knockouts. But, it's a but in this hole. Yes, but when it came down to it, when he had to use other things except that right hand, because that right hand wasn't working, he didn't have no answers. He didn't have any answers. Now, I love Deontay Wilder. I love the way he fight. I love the grit. I love how he has the heart. But he just didn't have the answers. We have to be honest with ourselves. We have to be a boxing fan before a fanboy. Yes, I will be interviewing Sugar Hill right after the Tyson Fury fight and Dillian White fight. Yes, I will be interviewing him. I will have Ronnie Shields on the show this week. We will be talking about Jamal's embarrassing moment on Hot Boxing with Weedhead Mike Tyson, who is a terrific former heavyweight champion. Don't want to disrespect him, but we have to be honest with ourselves. Sure, Deontay Wilder, when he fought, they filmed him looking good, but that's on film. But when you get in there and get hit, what do you do? What do you do? Come on, talk to me, boxing fans. You revert right back to what you know best. And that's what he tried to do. Use that right hand. But guess what? He didn't have no stamina. He couldn't raise the right hand to throw it. He didn't have enough power to throw it. Did he have enough skills to negate that right hand? Did he have enough power to go somewhere else and use his feet, use his head movement? Or did he switch to southpaw or anything? No, he did not. And we are the same place Saturday night with Edgar Berlanga, only at middleweight. Now, the super middleweight, I may add, he is a great fighter, got great power, but he needs to work on his basic skills. This is why the amateur division is so important, which he had been fighting ever since he was small. But someone or somebody or his ass forgot to put the skills in together with the power. You got to mix the shit up, people. I'm sorry. I have to be honest with you all. That's what KQKC Network is all about. Giving your honest opinion. You're not going to get blocked. You're not going to get timed out. Because I want to hear your honest opinion. We all agreed to disagree. That's why KQKC never in no shit. All right? Now, Rose actually outlanded Berlanga by 3 punches. Now, I believe it's more than that, but according to CompuBox, unofficially count was 123 of 447 to 120 of 3114. CompuBox counted 3 more punches for Berlanga, 63 of 148 to 60 of 190, and 6 more jabs for Rose. Man, oh man. Now, though he didn't deliver the knockout, his loud, proud Puerto Rican fans wanted, because that's what they wanted, because they thought he was landing, but he wasn't. The 24-year-old Berlanga, who's 19-0, who's 16 with 16 KOs by way of knockout, bounced back from his third-part performance in his previous fight. He did not bounce back. I'm just reading off what Boxer Scene has. He did not bounce back. Now, he didn't get knocked out either. Why? Competition. Steve Rose got heart. Steve Rose have a great skill set. His skill set was to put the stick in his face, put that jab in his face, keep that jab in his face, then occasionally fire off the 1 and the 2, because everything comes what? Behind the jab. And that's what Steve Rose did. And on top of that, at the same time, he kept his feet moving. He went to the left, he went to the right. When he fired off going to the left, he fired off that stick. Bam! And then he doubled it up. Bam, bam! Then he doubled it up again. Bam, bam! Then he kept moving. Berlanga still tried to cut off the ring, and he didn't do that very great either. But he still was trying to set up for that 1-punch knockout. He wanted to be that Puerto Rican hero Saturday night. But I'm sorry, you wasn't, Mr. Berlanga. You wasn't. So stay tuned for KQKC tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. Be there or be square. I am your boy, the singing OG. Shout out to the almighty LDBC. And with that, I'll catch you tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. We're going to go over this and more tomorrow. I greet you with the ancient word of peace. Assalamu alaikum and salaikum salam. I'm out.